saying goodbye in Jesus. We want the good things in our life to last as long as possible, but life does not allow us to hold onto such gifts forever. Life changes, and we must change with it. Therefore, a fundamental skill of living is learning how to say goodbye. When a new job leads us away from familiar surroundings, when a change in our finances demands a new lifestyle, when health is replaced by an aging body, when we lose someone we love in death, we find ourselves with an emptiness that brings sadness and pain. In the reading of the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 1, verses 1 through 11, on the Feast of the Ascension, shows us what to do with such emptiness. When Jesus is taken up into heaven, the disciples lose his physical presence. His departure changes their lives and fills them with sadness. But even as Jesus leaves them, he points out how to deal with the loss. He says, "You will be witness to all these things." Jesus is directing the disciples to witness to the great events of the past, his death and resurrection. Jesus is saying that to say goodbye, well, the disciples must be willing witness to the good things of which they were once a part. When we are filled with emptiness because of a loss, Jesus points us in the same direction. We are to remember the people and the things of our past, not to lament that we no longer have them, but to claim them as God's blessings. When we remember in this way, we receive the peace that Jesus promises. See John chapter 14, verses 23 through 29. This is a peace the world cannot give, because it is a peace based upon faith and trust in what God has done. When we remember the good things of the past, in this light, we begin to realize that the same God who blessed us in the past will bless us again. When we witness to a beloved spouse who is no longer with us, a life-giving work situation, we cannot reduplicate the vigor and strength that once allowed us to do so much. We remember how deeply God has blessed us. Even though those gifts are no longer ours, we believe that God is still ours. Remembering the past in this manner is a way of saying goodbye to the gifts that are ending, and at the same time preparing ourselves for the new gifts that will come. Life changes, but God remains the same. Life changes, and therefore every person must learn how to say goodbye. But Christians can say goodbye in a spirit of hope, because the good gifts of the past come from the same God who loves us today. From the perspective of faith, the other side of every goodbye is a new hello. For more stories, please visit our website, www.pamphletstoinspire.com.